it's your girl Chandler, and on today's episode of Chat On with Chan, you do not want to miss it because we'll be making bacon cheeseburger crunch wrap. Now come on! So y'all, I got a question. Y'all ever be smoking that good and out of nowhere you just get the munchies? Bruh, I have the perfect solution for you. Let's get it started. Of course, we have to start with the ingredients. So you can't have a cheeseburger without the beef. This is gonna be beef. We have the beer cheese. This mixes well with the beef when you're cooking it because it gives it that really cheesy texture. Diced onions, diced pickles, bacon bits. So either you can use store-bought bacon bits or you can make your own bacon bits. You need mayo for the sauce, barbecue, Dijon mustard, ketchup. Then of course you need some seasonings. So we have the garlic powder, seasoned salt. This is so necessary for burgers. Like, what is a burger without seasoning salt, honestly? Then we have the onion powder, just to give it a little bit more onion flavor. Creole seasoning, just to give it that little extra spice, just a little bit. Sea salt and pepper. And I know y'all are thinking, that's not even a lot of seasoning, because burgers are all about seasoning heavier but light seasoning, so you're still preserving the flavor and the taste of the beef. And we can't forget our lettuce for our burger. So I have iceberg lettuce, it's already chopped up, and two different types of cheese. We have the sliced cheese. This is gonna be for layering the bacon cheeseburger wrap. And this Colby Jack cheese is gonna be for binding the crunchy tostada to our flour tortilla. And then of course, our tostadas, need it, and our flour tortillas. And I would say get like the biggest size in these you can. The size I got is a little small, but I made it work, so. Cause a bitch can cook. Fuck they talking about, a bitch can cook. All right, so we're just gonna start with our beef. Just breaking it down a little bit so it cooks as it spreads out. But we're not gonna flip it yet. We're just trying to spread it out as much as possible, getting it down. Then we're just gonna give that a good stir. But while this meat cooks, you don't want it to cook all the way. You want to start adding your other ingredients in, even though you see it's pink, because we want our meat to be medium well. So then we're gonna add about a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of pickles, the diced pickles. We're gonna give that a good mix. I'm gonna start turning the beef over, letting it cook on both sides. Just, again, breaking it down, making sure you're stirring the pot. And just look at that. Wish y'all could smell this right now. It smells so good. So once we get our pickles in there, because the bacon's already cooked, that's probably gonna be one of the last things you add. And I'm just gonna add about a tablespoon of bacon. And give that a good mix, because you don't want the bacon to overpower the taste of the beef. So you're just gonna keep stirring it, get a good stir on it. Break it down as much as possible because it's going into this crunch wrap. So I've seen people make crunch wraps with, you know, the patties, but I like mine with the beef ground up better, because then it just gives me real crunch wrap vibes, like real Taco Bell, but bitch, I'm not Taco Bell vibes. Like, bitch, I'm better than McDonald's vibes, you know? I just added the cheese, the gooey cheese, to get that good, nice, cheesy texture through the beet and the pickles, and it's so good. It's still on medium-high heat, but I'm about to put it on low because the cheese is starting to bubble, so it means it's almost done cooking, because once the cheese is warm, it's pretty much done. The beef doesn't take too long to cook, because you don't want to cook it too long, because you are going to put it in the crunch wrap and then also put it on heat in the crunch wrap. So you don't want it too tough. So we're gonna put it on low heat. While our meat is setting, letting that seasoning soak in, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you, or I'm gonna tell you how to make the sauce, because it's really just your own creation. You can add as much as you need to add. So it's really just Dijon mustard, the ketchup, mayo, and your favorite barbecue sauce. So it's really, there is a recipe. It would be a tablespoon of barbecue, a tablespoon of ketchup, a tablespoon of Dijon, and like 2 tablespoons of the mayo. But I mix mine a little bit differently, just based off of the flavor. I want it to show more, and I put more barbecue sauce and ketchup than the Dijon and mayo because I'm not a big mayo fan. Ugh. But that's all you need for the sauce, and it'll go perfectly with your bacon cheeseburger crunch wrap. Now let's go to the assembly. I'm warming up the tortillas so it'll fold easier and it'll make everything a breeze. We're gonna start with having our warmed tortilla flat on the surface. Then we're gonna do a layer of the Colby Jack cheese, make it real cheesy. This will get it sticking. So then we take our first tostada, we put it on the bottom. Then we're gonna take our another layer of cheese and we're gonna put 2 slices of the American cheese on top of our tostada. So we will layer the meat on top of these 2 pieces of cheese so it'll melt beautifully. So after we do that, we're just gonna take our meat, our bacon, pickle, onion mixture that we just did, just spread it out evenly on this cheese so the cheese melts nice and right like a summer body. Oh, my summer body not gonna look nice and right after this bacon cheeseburger wrap. But anyway, so we're just gonna keep mashing it down, kind of just pressing it into the cheese so it helps it melt a little bit. So once we do that, we want it like that. Then we're gonna put our lettuce on top. So we're gonna layer it like this. You don't want too much lettuce because either way, when you put it on the stove, it's gonna wilt a little bit, but it still gives you that bacon cheeseburger feel. So then next, we're gonna put some more cheese on top of the lettuce. So then the tostada sticks to the lettuce. Then the other tostada, the second tostada, to crunch this wrap together. Then we're gonna take some more cheese and we're gonna spread it on the top evenly around the edges, around the rims, because we're gonna start to press down, and then I'm gonna show you how to tuck your crunch wrap. So we're gonna press down and fold up. And if it breaks, it's okay. Just try your best to kind of just pleat and turn. So you're gonna just pleat the edge and turn it, pleat the edge and turn it. Mose ain't got nothing on me. Pleat the edge and turn it. And it's okay, like I said, if your chips crack, as long as it stays together. Pleat the edge and turn it. Pleat the edge and turn it. But see, this is why I was telling y'all, make sure you get a big crunch wrap, because if it's not big enough, you'll have a space like this. But because I can maneuver with this, I am going to make it work. So I'm going to take my clean spatula. It's a little wet, but that's okay because it'll add a little bit moisture to it. So you want to do it face down on the tostada like this. Make sure you hold it together as much as you can. Press it down, press it down. Then we're going to take it and flip it like this. So flip it onto the pan. Just slide it off. It's okay if the cheese comes off a little bit. But basically, what that cheese does is it melts all that shit together. So you don't have to worry about shit falling apart. And basically, the cheese will do the work for you. And that's why it's such a good high meal, because, you know, cheese is just the best. The best. But anyways, I'm going to keep this in the pan, have it sitting for about 2 minutes. Then I'm going to flip it to the other side, so then we can get it nice and browned, and it's gonna look beautiful and amazing, and it's gonna taste so good. Y'all gonna thank me later because I'm popping, and this food gonna be popping. So I already plated mine, and I'm in the process of plating my booze. Not me thinking I'm a chef and shit. I'm too high for this. Okay. But anyways, it's a good dipping sauce. I'm just gonna smear it on the plate. Not a really pretty smear. But I'm trying my best. So I'm just gonna smear it on the plate. We're gonna go ahead and cut this one open because it looked like my boo right at the door. So you're just gonna slice this. I can't be the only one having fun with this. Okay, so we're gonna slice it. Hear that nice crunch? Yes, 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 Lord. So then I'm just gonna open it up. And there we have it. All right, so I done taught y'all how to make these ooey gooey bacon cheeseburger crunch wraps. Your turn, but wait, y'all remember? Cook cute.